Hello, Victor Zatko from Dual Magic. Thank you so much for purchasing Graphite by Romuald Barbet. In a few seconds, you're going to have a discussion with Romuald Barbet, and he's going to go through the history of graphite and show you all the details to make it work. He's going to also show you how he uses it into close-up conditions. In the meantime, I would like to show you the exact method on how graphite works. You will see that the pencil that you have received has a needle, and this needle is bended at the base of the pencil. The idea is very simple. We're going to insert the needle inside the first layer of our skin. Don't worry, it is totally painless. We just have to aim at the first layer of the skin. So we are targeting this area here. It is where the skin is flat and where the levitation is going to be the best. So we are inserting the needle in the first layer of the skin, put the needle towards our body. So to insert the needle, at first, be very gentle to understand where you should place it. It's going to take some seconds at first, and the more you'll do it, the more it will become a second nature, and afterwards you will not have to think about what you're doing. But in the meantime, be careful. Once you have inserted the needle, you can just let the pen fall. The skin is pinched in between the needle and the pencil. And it is exactly this tension that will cause the pencil to rise. So how do you make it levitate? Well, you have to minimize the movement of your finger because we don't want to associate the levitation with any kind of movement that you might do. We want the levitation to work by itself without any help from your fingers. So keep most of your fingers static, don't move them, and keep them joined together, okay? Do not spread the fingers. The only finger that's going to move is the thumb, but it's going to move slightly, and you're going to see that when you put your thumb down, it's going to create a tension that will create this levitation. That's basically how it works. Now you're gonna see Romuald Barbet showing you all the details about how it works, how you should use it, and all the tips to make the levitation as good as possible. Again, thank you so much, and I hope I see you soon.
Hello, and thank you for getting graphite. I hope you will appreciate my lovely French accent. Let me tell you the story behind this little pencil. I learned this trick over 20 years ago at the Magic Club of Haute-Savoie in France, from the oldest member at the time, Jean Rigal. Jean passed away about 10 years ago, and I wanted to pay tribute to him here. He was one of those magicians who could make you laugh for an hour straight with nothing more than a knife, a spoon, or yes, a pencil. He told me he learned this trick from a doctor while he was in the hospital. And by the way, he was also the mentor of the magician Laurent Beretta. So this one's for you, Jean. Over the years, I've performed this effect hundreds of times. I've refined how the pencil is built so that it works smoothly. And I've developed different ways to present it, which I will share with you now. The gimmick. So here's how it works. The pencil has a small needle hidden at the base. The principle isn't new. It's kind of like those voodoo dolls with two little legs where one leg hides a pin. But here, with just one point of contact, the effect is way stronger. I've even fooled a few magicians with it. Some were convinced it used invisible thread. And the best part? It's a normal pencil, something you could find in any office. So this pencil is quite shorter than the other, so feel free to sharpen it. The best length for me is about 14.5 centimeters. So we will insert the needle into a small area near your thumb, right here on the thenar muscle, a spot where the skin can stretch a little. Point the needle toward yourself, press the pencil vertically on the spot, then Gently slide it toward you, so the needle slips just under the skin. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt. Then let the pencil rest in your hand. You're ready. Now, to make it wise, just stretch the skin slightly. Your fingers stay tight and still. And from the spectator's point of view, nothing moves except the pencil. It starts to lift all by itself. That's the magic moment. You'll just need a bit of practice. After all, that's what magic's all about. Thanks to the thumb, you will raise the pencil. You lower the thumb and it make it wise. This finger don't move. Look. It's perfect. When I perform, I always keep the pencil in an inside pocket. Just be careful not to snag your clothes. Usually, I wait until someone asks, "When did you start doing magic?" And that's my cue. "Oh, that's funny. I actually have here the very first object I ever used for a magic trick when I was 4 years old." Then I perform the classic rubbery pencil illusion. And then I make it disappear or reappear. Then I do a sleeving. I make it reappear and then a flip move. And the shrinking illusion. And finally, the main trick. And that's it. If the pencil moves to the side, turn it into a joke. Incredible! It's moving by itself. Then reset it and say, "All right, let's see if it can rise this time." If it only goes up to 45 degrees, tilt your hand slightly toward yourself. And if the needle feels loose, just add a tiny drop of glue at the base. So, have fun with it, experiment, find your style, your humor, your story, and if you don't have one yet, don't worry, your spectators will give you plenty of ideas. Enjoy yourself and good luck with graphite.